Hello beautiful, welcome in. I'm so happy that you are here. We are talking about how to build self-respect today. I feel like you girls are like my sisters. I want to pour into you and empower you, and I'm so excited to bring you this video because I'm hoping that when you walk away you will have a higher level of your feminine energy and be even more magnetic. Today's topic is so important, all about self-respect, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is what self-respect has to do with your feminine energy. Why are the two connected? So the first point here is that feminine energy, a huge misconception about it is that to be in your feminine energy, you have to play quiet, that you have to be small and weak and not speak your truth. That is not feminine energy. That is wounded feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is when a woman is speaking her truth, when she is in her power, when she is grounded and she's so powerful and magnetic because she owns who she is. She loves and respects and trusts herself. That is why you need self-respect if you want to reach this top level of your feminine energy. Another point with this too, when you have self-respect, naturally, you will have an easy time setting boundaries. There is nothing sexier than a woman who knows how to have strong boundaries. And this is because when you are dealing with men, they love feeling so good in their masculine energies, chasing you, pursuing you. They do not like when you are a doormat. They do not like when you don't have standards, when you don't know yourself. It's not attractive at all. The most powerful and sexy women in the world are the girls who have strong boundaries. They know and trust themselves enough to set them. That is why this video is so important, because I want you to be that sexy siren. I want you to be in your feminine energy and to feel so confident and beautiful with yourself. Men, they love that excitement. They love that challenge. When you don't give them a challenge, they don't get to feel good in their masculine energies. Men love feeling as good as you do in your feminine energy. And they get to have this feeling when you allow them to chase and pursue you and be in their masculine energies. When you set strong boundaries because you have a high level of self-respect, they're able to feel this way. And there is such strong polarity and magnetism between you because of this. Another point that I wrote down here too is the more self-respect that you have, the more feminine energy that you have. And that is because in life, in relationships, there's more passion, there's more intimacy, and we'll talk specifically about intimacy in point number 3 here, and there's deeper connection in all areas of your life when you are in your feminine energy. So self-respect, it is essential. I can't believe that I've never made a video on this before, but we're gonna dive into it today. So what we're going to talk about now is how to gain self-respect. And I have a few tips for you to do this. The number one thing that you need to know to gain self-respect is how to increase the value of your time. When you increase the value of your time, this is probably one of the most important things that I could ever say to you. If I could say one thing in the world to every single person, it would be this. Increase the value of your time to increase your self-respect, because you will have an easier time setting boundaries. You will have an easier time eliminating low quality people and low quality experiences. Here's exactly why. When you have that high level of self-respect and your time is so valuable, you naturally have the ability to say no to others and to put a guard around yourself, because your time, your energy, it is so precious. And it's easy to say no to people because your time is worth more. When someone comes into your life that is going to not add value, you're going to say no. You know how much money you are able to produce. You know how much happiness and fulfillment and creativity you can bring to the world because you recognize the value of your time. You eliminate low quality people and low quality experiences. Another point with this too is you're able to easily detach from people who no longer serve you. And it's because you're not so glued to people. You have that full and complete life. You are pouring into your business. You're pouring into your relationships. You have so much excitement in your life. You're not attached to just one person to bring you happiness. Again, that goes into that attraction. When you have the boundaries, you are so magnetic and attractive. People want to be around you. They feel how valuable you are because you know it deep down. You also choose better people to surround yourself with. When you are making so much money, when you are having so much fun and you're traveling and everything that you do, you're just so in love with life, you are going to naturally choose better people to be with. My girls that I coach, they always ask, well, Alexis, how do I set higher standards? The answer is you increase the value of your time. And it's because when you increase the value of your time, nobody can come along that is not going to add value to your life. So if your life is already so valuable, if you're already making the money that you want, if you're already traveling the places that you want to travel to, if you're filled with genuine and loving connections and people all around you, you're so happy every day, you know that your time can create so much because you're truly in your feminine energy. You are going to have extremely high standards. The men that come along have to they have to go above that value that your time is already at. Otherwise, you're not going to be attracted to them anymore. So when you increase the value of your time, naturally your standards increase as well. Another point here too is you can recognize when someone or something is holding you back when you know the value of your time. And how you do this is you look at the money that you are attracting in. You look at the success in your business, in your career. You look at the creative opportunities that you are engaging with. If any of these are starting to decrease when you allow certain people in your life, time to get rid of them. That's God saying this is not meant for you. So when your money goes down, your appearance goes down, your health goes down, your opportunities start to decrease, who is it that is causing that decrease? Who is it that is draining your energy and taking it from you? Your time, your energy, it's so valuable. I wish that I could just shake some people and say, if you tapped into your full potential, look at the life that you could be living. Feminine energy, it has the power to bring in massive amounts of money, massive amounts of opportunity, of freedom and traveling and excitement and love and passion. When you are in your feminine energy and you're knowing the value of your time, you're knowing what you can create and attract from your body, your life is so fulfilled and so complete because there is so much value in it. You don't have time for people who are going to drain you of this value. That is what is so important to understand here. Another point too, so how do you actually increase the value of your time? You do this by creating a life that you are in love with. And what I recommend that you do, you pour yourself into relationships and people that are genuine and loving. You follow your passions. You start the business that you want to. You get rid of the job that you hate and you have the job that you love that brings you fulfillment, or at least you're working towards that. You start taking advantage of opportunities, feeling good in your body, fueling your body, showing up the way that you want. You create that life that you love to increase the value of your time. That is how you do it. And I truly believe the more money that you have, and I feel like this video is getting into money a little bit more than I expected, but I believe in the power and the freedom and the opportunities that come with money. The more money that you have, the fewer low quality people and opportunities you will have. Your feminine energy can call in money without having to be burnt out, without having to do a lot of work. That's an entirely other topic in itself, but that is something for you to know. Increase the value of your time and you will gain self-respect. Point number 2, how to gain self-respect. You learn how to say no. And I'm going to give you a 3-step process so you can drill this into your mind, how to say no. So women are taught to really be nice and to appease and to people please. And I don't know exactly why women are still doing this when we still have the inner work tools to open up our minds and to say, no, this is not our full power. We do not have to be in wounded feminine energy. You don't have to play small. You don't have to be weak. You show up powerful. And you do this by saying no. And what if I told you too that everyone is in their own world? Everyone is concerned with making themselves happy, with making their life so full and complete. Where you are pouring yourself into other people, making sure other people feel okay, and you're so concerned about the way that other people feel, trying to walk on eggshells, when everyone else is so concerned with their own life. You are wasting your time, you are wasting your energy. Other people are not doing this for you. You pull back your energy, you learn how to say no. And when you are so concerned about everyone else's feelings and you're people pleasing, you're not actually treating people as good as you think that you are. And I say this with love because I used to be a former people pleaser. When you people please, it can often be a form of manipulation as a way to comfort yourself, as a way to keep yourself safe, as a way to keep yourself liked and loved and included. People pleasing can be manipulation. It is not treating people as good as you think it is. So I want you to snap out of it. When you treat yourself well, you are so grounded and you have boundaries, you have self-respect. You treat people better than when you're playing nice and trying to not step on their toes. And a reason for this is because when you show up with that self-respect and that confidence, you give people permission to do it for themselves. I talk about this in a previous video. I wish that I could remember which one I talked about it in. But I was saying how when you show up with confident energy, people love you. You're so magnetic to them. It is because you give other people permission to show up in their confident self. And it's because when you show up that way, people see, oh, she feels so comfortable doing this. She's doing this in front of me. I get to do this too. I get to feel confident, and they feel so good around you. Show up with self-respect. Stop trying to appease other people and be a people pleaser. You're not actually serving them. Another point that I had here too, so when you are giving people permission to do the same, you are increasing the level of your relationships. Just imagine how powerful your relationships could be when you both have boundaries, when you're both so true to yourself. So how do you actually learn to say no? This is how you do it. Something else that I want to make very clear. When I say no, I mean no. The 2-letter word. The only other thing that you can add after saying no would be no thank you, and be included in what we're talking about today. It's so easy for us to try to navigate around and play nice. That is not serving other people. You want to learn how to say no and how to say it powerfully. So the 3-step process, this is how you do it. Number 1, you can start with something that's a little bit softer than just no, if saying no is something that's hard for you. So an example would be, that's not going to work for me, or I'm not available for this. You start with something that's a little bit less harsh than no, but you're still practicing saying no in a way. That's the very first step. The second step for you is to start with strangers and then work your way into the inner circle. Why this works. We get to pretty much practice playing characters or a role in a movie with people that we don't know. People that we do know, they know our actions, they know our habits. It's harder for us to change and to grow and elevate ourselves around people that we are familiar with because we fear the judgment from them. We know that they know us so well, anything that we change, they might judge us for. We might not feel safe doing it. So you start with strangers. You start with, maybe you're going to get some food and a cashier asks, do you want ketchup? No, thank you. Rather than, no, not today. You start saying no in small ways, and then you are able to say it in larger ways. I always teach this to the girls that I work with. Start small with something that you want to change, and then you are able to do it at a greater level once you become comfortable with it. So start with strangers first, start practicing saying no, no thank you, and then work your way to your inner circle. The more inner work that you do too, the more that you are free from fearing the judgment and opinions of other people, the easier this will be for you. So step number 3, how to say no. You remove all explanations that you usually add when you say no. And you start to love that waiting, silent, awkward period. So here's what I mean. Let's say that you had just gone on a date and the man that you're with says, you want to come back to my place? No, thank you. And then you wait. Rather than, no, I'm feeling really tired, or no, that's not the type of girl that I am. No. Or no, thank you. You start to love that silent period and be okay with it. Again, you're going to have to practice because this can be uncomfortable. Do not give an explanation. There's no reason for you to explain who you are. The only exception is if someone asks, well, why not? I'm not comfortable going to your place after one date. That is all that you need to give for an explanation when somebody asks. Do not give an explanation if no one asks. They're asking you a question, they're not asking for a whole paragraph in summary. So that's a 3-step process. And if you are really advanced too, you are going to practice not shaking your head when you say no. And I studied body language, microexpressions, and psychology a lot. And something that I've learned is when you are not fully comfortable with what you are saying, you'll use your body to speak for you. So for example, when you say no, you will shake your head. No, thank you. Practice not moving your body. Practice allowing your voice to be so powerful that it speaks for itself. That is your soul speaking rather than your body speaking, and that's even more powerful. There's a deeper level of energy that you bring with that. So that's if you're really advanced. And the next part that I wanted to share with you are some examples. So let's say that someone asks, can you watch my pet or can you watch my child on the weekend? Rather than seeing, well, let me check my schedule when you know you don't want to do it. Practice saying, I'm not available to do that. Or no, that's not going to work for me. Okay, another example could be maybe you're really burnt out. You've had a long work week and your friends ask or they tell you, come out with us on the weekend. Let's go do something. No, thank you. Is all that you say. Practice saying no rather than maybe or I'll think about it. No. And it's going to be uncomfortable if you're not used to doing this, but that is good. There is no change, there's no growth unless you are uncomfortable. So practice loving the uncomfortness. I don't even know if that's a word, uncomfortness. So the next part too, when you have your full feminine energy, you are connected to it. You do not have any negative feelings that are circling around in your body, which is why this point is so important about learning how to say no. When you don't know how to say no and you people please a lot, what happens is your body builds resentment. It builds this fire, this buildup of anger and sadness and shame and hatred for being mad at yourself, for not being able to speak your truth, for being mad at people, for showing up and you not being able to say no. You eliminate that resentment when you say no. Resentment is a very low vibrational feeling. If you want to be in your divine feminine energy, you've got to get rid of it. Choose to be uncomfortable saying no and learn how to work up to say that powerfully rather than learning to live with resentment. You do not want that in your body if you want to be in your feminine energy. In my course, Become Your Dream Woman and Master Your Feminine Energy, if you are a part of this, check out the book list that I've included. Go to the section, all of my books that I'm recommending about leveling up. I think it's called Level Up in the book list. Go and read the books on that list if you want to really learn how to say no powerfully. Because the books on this portion of the list specifically help you to learn how to say no because you become so grounded in yourself. You learn the boundaries, you learn the self-respect. So these books are some extras that can help you if you're a part of my course. All right, this is the next point, and then I'm going to chat with you girls and take some questions. So how to gain self-respect. You start being 100% honest. And this is actually more difficult for people than they imagine. And I guarantee if any of this is resonating with you, you might have some areas of your life where you have small lies because you're not showing up yourself fully. So this is how you're going to do it. One, it's knowing that people pleasers tend to lie to have a certain appearance. And again, that's to keep ourselves safe, to keep ourselves being nice or likable. You've got to remove that expectation. You do not need to show up a certain way for anyone other than being 100% authentic and honest. People, I say this with love, people do not care about you as much as you think. So you show up authentically, you show up honestly because people are in their own worlds. Their focus is not on you. That alone can help you have the confidence to start practicing what I'm teaching you. One of my really, really good girlfriends too, she has been honest her whole life. I've known her since elementary school and I love her for it. For example, we have a lot of cooking nights together almost every week, and maybe I will cook something and I'll ask her, how does this taste to you? She will tell me, I don't like this, Alexis, or thank you, but I'm not a fan of it. And I love it. I love that she is so honest. This is just a small example, but she is so herself. She's not afraid to actually tell me her opinion about anything. Because of this, I trust and respect her more than anything. I know I can go to her if I have a question. Does this actually suit me? Or what do you think about this being a part of my life? Because I trust and respect her enough to give me the real answer because she's so honest. She never lies to me. There's no need to. She's so confident in herself. Why would she lie to make anyone else happy? People will love, trust, and respect you so much when you are this type of friend, when you are just radically honest. How can you expect to have a passionate and powerful, intimate life with your partner if you can't even tell them that the show you've been watching together or the meal that you've been cooking together isn't actually enjoyable for you? What is the worst that will happen when you stop lying about small things and actually show up 100% authentically and honestly? What will happen is you gain self-respect. Your mind and your body become aligned. You have that internal integrity. And because of this, you can be more in your feminine energy. You feel confident and comfortable showing up fully as who you are. This is worth any consequence of someone seeing the real you. So step number 3, learn how to show up 100% authentically, and you will gain self-respect. I highly recommend that you check out my course, Become Your Dream Woman and Master Your Feminine Energy, if any of this resonated with you, because we go into this in even more depth in the course, and there's a lot that I was so happy to be able to put in the course that I could never say on YouTube. So that course is available at thefeminineglow.com if you are interested. Now I'm going to chat with you girls for a bit, take some of your questions. I'm so excited to see what you have to say. This has been one of my favorite videos that I've made in a long time. Christina, thank you, girl, for the gifts. It's so sweet. Ooh, Alyssa, I had to set a boundary at work today. I felt so good to practice my dark feminine energy. Yes! Oh my gosh, Alyssa, I'm so proud of you, girl, number 1. That is amazing. And I love that you practiced your dark feminine energy. This is the most attractive quality in a woman because she is showing up in her full divine feminine energy when she can balance that light with the dark feminine energy. That's amazing, Alyssa. I'm so proud of you, girl. I love you, Alexis. Thank you, my girls. I love you guys too. Also, guys, I am blown away right now. I think we are at 87,000 subscribers. I cannot believe that we're almost to 100,000. I started posting this content maybe August, September, October, November, December. I started posting this content 6 months ago, and you guys have completely transformed this channel to be at almost 100,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your likes and your comments and the love that you send me. I am so grateful for you, and I cannot believe that we are already at this huge milestone. So Christina says, what can you do if he is undecided? How should you react? Christina, can you give me a little bit more information here if he's undecided? If he's undecided about you, you say thank you for letting me know your answer, and then you go and explore what else is out there. If a man is not sure about you, that is a no. So until he's ready, you go and live your full and complete life. He's not someone that's adding value to your life, so do not give your time and energy to him. I guarantee you, Christina, there is someone who is ready to give you that full commitment, who is 100% sure about you. Increase the value of your time, girl, because you will not have time for men who are not sure about you. And this is what you want to do. How do I attract a higher amount of money? I can attract money, but it's limited. Okay, so first of all, remove that sentence from your vocabulary forever. I can attract money, but it's limited. It's not limited. Your current thinking is limited. What you want to do is work on your limiting beliefs around money. And I'm going to recommend a book for you that can help you open up your mind and specifically get to these limiting beliefs. And it is Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So what you want to do with money is you want to make sure that you are showing up in your full feminine energy every day. The reason why this is linked to attracting more money is because there are gifts, there are talents, there is a passion and a purpose inside you that naturally will attract a lot of money when you tap into it. For example, for me, I know that I'm passionate about fashion. I know I'm passionate about feminine energy, inner work, pouring into other women. When I started to really sit and be so excited about these passions and become curious and started saving time to feel good in my body, guess what happened? All of these ideas started to come to me. Alexis, maybe you open up a loungewear brand for a woman. You see that there's a need for beautiful and luxurious robes and pajamas. Why don't you start a line? Okay. And then I did it. Created a business. Now I make money in my sleep from that. And I don't want to brag about money. I'm very, very grateful for all of the opportunities that money has brought, but I become so excited and passionate about it because it's changed my life, and I want it to change your life too. So you want to change the way that you show up every day. You want to be in your feminine energy and learn how to feel good in your body. The better you feel in your body, the more opportunities and money you will attract, because you are becoming aligned with your passions, you are becoming aligned with your purpose. So how do you get insecure people to stop bullying you? What do you say to them if you cannot get away? So Maddie, this is a good question. And I love that you know that the people who are bullying you are insecure. Anyone who is sending negativity to your life, they are dealing with unhealed trauma. Truly happy and confident people will never try to bring you down. So what you do is you stop getting triggered. You learn how to observe rather than react when you are dealing with these bullies or dealing with these type of insecure people. You do not give them any energy. When you drop down to that level and you get triggered, you get so upset, you get so angry, you are exchanging negative energy with them. So cut the energy communication. You observe them, you remind yourself, wow, so sad for them. They are dealing with so much unhealed trauma that they are showing up this way. And they're using me to project it onto. And then you let them go. You do not let them have any access to your energy or to your time. It's so valuable. I love you, girl. I love you. You guys are so sweet. Okay. So, good question. Hello, how do we get out of trauma bonds? Okay, this is a very, very good question. How you get out of trauma bonds is you do your inner work. And there's a few ways that you can do inner work. Therapy, I always recommend. I believe in the power of someone sitting down in front of you that can look at you from an outside perspective and point out things that you are blind to. Point out patterns, get to the root, and explore, pull up parts from your childhood or earlier experiences that have caused you to show up a certain way now. Sit down with someone who is a professional at doing this and your life will change. There's also other ways to do inner work. You can do reading. You can take a course or work with a coach. I'm a feminine energy and inner work coach, and I help these girls see the areas of their life, get to the root problem, pull it up, and learn how to look at their current situations from a different perspective. This is all that it takes. Looking at your life from your situation with a different perspective. You can do meditation, you can do journaling. I recommend you type shadow work prompts on Pinterest. This is a great tool for inner work. When you start journaling, at least what happens for me, new memories start to unlock. I start to learn and put so many pieces together. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. I might have to share some things that I've learned just from journaling so that you can see the power in it. Aw, continue to flourish, beautiful soul. Thank you so much. You guys are sweet. How can I challenge a healthy masculine man? You do this by always leveling up. Leveling up your inner work. Leveling up your health and fitness, your appearance, your looks, your knowledge, your passions. You take time and energy away from him, not all of it of course, but you take some energy and time away from him and you pour it back onto yourself to level up in every area of your life. Health and fitness, your appearance, your finances, your inner work, and your knowledge and your passions. Start investing in these areas. Become the most excited, fulfilled, happy, complete, talented woman that you can be. And you will always be challenging your man because he is going to continue pursuing you. He can never fully have you because you're always evolving and transforming. This creates that polarity and that beautiful feminine masculine energy dynamic. That's a great question. How can I put boundaries with my friends when they make me look bad in front of other people? Okay, personally, Vanessa, if this was me, the boundary that I would set is you are no longer a friend in my life. If a friend is making you look bad in front of other people, that is not a friend that is going to add value to your life. And once you learn to have an even higher level of self-respect and confidence, you will not have time for these types of friends. They're going to pull down what you are bringing to the world. And I can speak from this too because I've had several different types of friends. Where I'm at in my life now, I do not have any friends that I would ever think would embarrass me in public or make me look bad. So I can tell you, this is the type of friend that is available for you. A woman who is going to be able to uplift you, make you feel good, who is so grounded in herself. And Vanessa, what might be going on is maybe you have a friend that's not fully secure in herself, because these are the types of girls that try to bring you down. What you want to do, only be available for a woman who feel happy and full and complete with their life, because then they are going to be able to be a good friend from you. This is what you want to do. Eliminate friends who pull you down, make room for the ones that are going to build you up. Great question, girl. Okay, my girls, I've got to run. It's so good talking with you as always. Thank you so much for your love and your energy and your comments that you bring. And leave all of your video suggestions down below. I really love the ideas that you guys come up with. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!